Hey Broncos fans, gather round for some mile-high magic. We've got 90 players on deck, plus a few wild cards. But here's the kicker. 45 of them are free agents after 2024. The spotlight's on Baron Browning, our versatile linebacker turned edge rusher. He's shown flashes of brilliance, but can he stay consistent and healthy? Dive in as we break down his impact and what it means for the Broncos' future. Trust me, you won't want to miss this deep dive into Denver's defensive dynamo. All right, folks, gather round because we got to chat about the Denver Broncos. Yeah, you heard me, the Denver Broncos NFL team. So here's the scoop. We've got 90 players under contract, and there's 3 more kind of hanging around but not really counting toward the roster. One's suspended, one's an unsigned draft pick, and the other dude's got a roster exemption. Typical Denver Broncos drama, right? Now, out of those 93 guys, 45 are going to be free agents after the 2024 season. One of the big names? Outside linebacker Baron Browning. This guy's got some serious potential, but man, it's a mixed bag with him. He started out as an off-ball linebacker in his rookie season, but switched to edge rusher the last 2 years. He's shown some killer moves, but staying consistent and healthy? That's a whole other story. Let's talk 2022 for a sec. Browning played in 14 games, but the first 5 weeks he was just a rotational piece. He racked up 14 pressures and 2 sacks in those games, with 10 pressures and both sacks coming in a Week 5 showdown against the Colts. Seriously, that game was so bad it should be erased from TV history. The rest of the season? Not so hot. 4 out of his last 5 games were graded below 50.0 by Pro Football Focus. Yikes. He ended up with 14 pressures and 3 sacks for the season. Outside of that Week 5 game, he didn't hit 5 pressures in a single game in 2022, though he did manage 3 games with at least 5 pressures in 2023. Baron Browning suited up for 10 games in the 2023 season, from Week 7 to Week 18, racking up 35 pressures and 5 sacks. When he came back against the Packers, he was a beast, busting out some slick pass rush moves and giving their O-line and QB a tough time. But things took a nosedive over the next 9 weeks when he got more snaps and became a regular starter. This is a contract year for Browning, and figuring out his future with the Broncos isn't easy. The dude's got talent, no doubt, but staying healthy has been a challenge. He's shined more as part of the rotation rather than the main guy. Out of 85 edge defenders with at least 240 pass rush snaps, Browning tied for 60th in pressures and sacks, but was 38th in win percentage and 23rd in pass rush productivity. The potential's there, but injuries have kept him off the field, limiting him to just 246 pass rush snaps. Right now, we're looking at an extension in the ballpark of $10 to $13 million per year over 4 years, probably front-loaded to protect the team if injuries keep haunting him. Expect some sack incentives in there too. But if Browning can stay healthy all season and crank up his production, he might just bump himself into the $15 to $19 million range annually. Bottom line, Broncos country. We need someone to step up in our pass rush, especially off the edge. Browning's got everything to play for. He just needs to stay on the field and keep showing that efficiency he's flashed before. With our D-line looking stronger, there are no excuses left for Browning in this final year of his deal. Keep an eye out for all the latest Denver Broncos news today, and stay tuned for updates on your favorite team. For more on the Denver Broncos and all things NFL, and Denver Broncos YouTube. Don't miss out on the Denver Broncos rumors and the latest from Nathaniel Hackett Broncos as we head into the new season. Go Broncos!